So Motorola has just launched its second-gen Razr reboot, a fresh new upgraded version of last year's gorgeous foldable phone, now boasting improved performance, battery life and camera tech. Or so we hope. The new Motorola Razr is set to hit the UK this autumn, and unsurprisingly it ain't too cheap. The £1,400 asking price means that only tech fans with a proper bulging wallet will be able to get their hands on one. And if you happen to be one of those punters with a particularly impressive bulge, well, here's the full skinny. And for more on the latest greatest tech, please do plug subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now first up, the design for this 2020 model hasn't radically changed over the original Moto Razr reboot, although it has been refined to make it as robust as possible. Once again, it's a bendy beauty using Motorola's patented zero gap technology for a perfect fold. This time around, however, you get a proper bit of tapered chin action, while that fingerprint sensor has also been shunted around to the arse end, so it's more comfortable to use. The actual frame is made from polished 3D glass, finished with Series 7000 aluminium, and you can grab it in a trio of sleek colours: black, silver or gold. Of course, if you just spunked up close to £1,500 on a snazzy new blower, you'd be a bit put out if it then immediately broke, so Motorola has really put the new Razr through its paces to make sure it's fit for purpose. So each unit should be able to endure up to 100 flips a day for 5 full years. That's 200,000 flips in total. And the new Motorola Razr is water repellent to help protect it against spills, your typical British weather, stuff like that. The screen tech hasn't really changed for this fresh 2020 model, so that internal 6.2-inch Flex View display is once again a 21:9p OLED panel, composed of 5 separate layers to allow it to fold up but stay robust. You once again have a 2142x876 pixel resolution, which means that visuals will stay crisp as well as colourful, although you do once again have quite a wide notch up top. And when the Motorola Razr 2020 is closed up, you can still check notifications and play with apps on that 2.7-inch quick view screen up front, so you don't have to constantly flip the phone open every time something pings in. This GOLED panel is just as sharp with an 800x600 pixel resolution, and it can be used for messaging, media controls, all the good stuff. There's still no headphone jack unfortunately on this 2020 model, but you do at least get one of those little dongly things bundled in the box. And the Motorola Razr, like all Motorola smartphones, once again serves up a stock Android experience with just a few little bonus bits thrown on top via the Moto Experiences app. So you once again have full support for all the nifty little gestures such as the double karate chop to turn on that torch. And that fantastic game time feature as well, which is great news if you like your bit of Call of Duty, your bit of PubG Mobile, allows you to block notifications and do all kinds of great stuff to help keep you focused when you're busy murdering strangers online. And speaking of gaming, the performance was a bit of a problem with the original Motorola Razr, but now you've got a Snapdragon 765G chipset stuffed inside this new model, backed by 8 gigs of RAM. And while the phone at this price really should be using the 865, I'm more than happy with the performance from that platform. I've tested out that 765G chipset on quite a few smartphones now, and they've all been able to blaze through absolutely any app going. And of course, the likes of PubG and Call of Duty, you can play it on top detail settings with a perfect consistent frame rate. And one of the other benefits of the Snapdragon 765G is the fact that it's got built-in 5G support, so naturally the Razr is a 5G handset. What will be really interesting to see is how the battery life fares on the fresh new 2020 model, because let's face it, it wasn't great on the original Motorola Razr. And the capacity has only been marginally increased from 2,510 mAh to 2,800 mAh for the new Motorola Razr. So here's hoping that that energy efficient 765G platform can serve up a full day of battery life on a charge. And speaking of charging, you've got the 15-watt turbo charge here on the new Motorola Razr. Not exactly crotch-stirringly quick, but hopefully it'll have you back up to full in about an hour or so. And the old 16 megapixel main camera on the original Razr has been upgraded now to a 48 megapixel shooter, although photos will still max out at 12 megapixels thanks to the quad pixel tech, which just helps to boost the brightness when needed. You've also got built-in optical image stabilization and a time of flight sensor to help with the focus. And Motorola has now improved the camera UI for the Razr 2020 as well, so it's a bit easier to use. So for instance, you'll be able to customize the camera mode layouts, you'll be able to prioritize any that you use a lot and ditch any that you're not really that bothered about. And you'll also have fast access to a lot of the toggles such as the flash and the beauty mode just above the shutter button, so it's a lot easier to reach with just the one hand. When taking a picture of a subject, they'll be able to see themselves mirrored on the quick view display, where you can once again hold little kids' attention with that cartoon face if they're being annoying and refusing to stay still. You've also got a second 20 megapixel camera, again using that quad pixel tech. Last up, rounding off the specs, you now have twice the storage space at 256 gigs, although there is no micro SD memory card support. But you can now stick in a nano SIM card, as well as using the old eSIM option too. Availability shouldn't be much of an issue here in the UK either. You've got O2 and Vodafone both stocking it, as well as Carphone Warehouse and some of the bigger retailers as well, like John Lewis. So that right there is just a quick look at the fresh new updated 2020 version of the Motorola Razr, some of the specs, the features and what has been changed. Of course, I'm hoping to get my mitts on one of these bendy beauties really soon to give you some full, proper in-depth coverage. But what do you think in the meantime? Certainly sky-high asking price is going to put it out of the grasp of a lot of people, but definitely seems to be that Motorola has at least listened to some of the complaints with the original Razr and has hopefully improved it in all the areas where it really counts. So it'd be great to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Please do poke, subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a lovely rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you!